Hi friends, let's discuss the radiology questions of this grand test. Now in this question you can see this is a X-ray and look at the history. Breathlessness, hemoptysis, sudden onset. You can see a wedge-shaped opacity which has the convexity or the apex pointing towards the hilum. This is what is called as the Hampton's hump. This is what is called as the Hampton's hump, which is a classic CXR finding of pulmonary infarction. It appears wedge-shaped and the hilum, the convexity is towards the hilum. Now this is a female patient which has a sensation of lump. Now when I increase the size, you can already see that I have highlighted these things for you. What are these? These are your elongated styloid processes. Elongated styloid processes are called as Eagle syndrome. Eagle syndrome is the linear accelerator is a teletherapy device. This is the preferred teletherapy device. It uses X-rays and electrons for radiotherapy. X-rays and electron, the more common is X-rays. For perforation of esophagus, if you have a perforated esophagus, we prefer iohexol. Why not barium? Barium can be used here, but iohexol is preferred more than barium. The reason is barium would, although it is inert in mediastinum, it would lead to some mediastinitis. But iohexol is water soluble, low osmolar, totally safe. Gadolinium is a MRI contrast agent, which is not indicated here. Even if they say gastrographin, gastrographin is high osmolar dye. High osmolar dye, if it goes into the lungs, it will lead to pulmonary edema. So that is why we prefer iohexol, because it's a low osmolar non-ionic dye preferred for esophageal perforation. Barium cannot be used in bowel perforation, but can be used in esophageal perforation, but iohexol is preferred over barium. DVT investigation of choice is Doppler. Doppler is the investigation of choice for small deep vein thrombosis in the leg. But if they say IOC for pulmonary embolism, then I will mark the answer as CT pulmonary angiogram. Screening for pulmonary embolism, if they say, I will mark the answer as D-dimer assay. Now this patient has headache and seizure, radiological feature which suggests epidermoid cyst. Now epidermoid cyst is typically seen in the CP angle. Epidermoid cyst has thick viscous keratinous content, so there is no Brownian motion happening in it, so it is usually bright on diffusion weighted image, and that is the characteristic feature here. It would also be high signal on FLAIR, but the characteristic feature of epidermoid cyst is it is bright on diffusion weighted MRI. What other conditions are bright on diffusion weighted MRI? Acute infarct in the brain and abscess, which is again a potential question to keep in mind. 50-year-old man, progressive dyspnea, basal reticular pattern, honeycombing. What else they can write here? Traction bronchiectasis is also a feature. So basal predominant with no subpleural involvement, basal predominant, honeycombing, traction bronchiectasis, all this is pointing towards usual interstitial pneumonia, which is popularly called as UIP, which has poor prognosis. If they had said ground glass opacity with subpleural sparing, then we would say non-specific interstitial pneumonia. This is usual interstitial pneumonia, poor prognosis. Basal honeycombing is the clinching in the diagnosis here. This patient has a history of abdominal pain, has undergone endoscopic ultrasound. Endoscopic ultrasound shows hyperechoic foci. Hyperechoic foci would mean calcification with irregular contour of the duct. And the image that is shown is a CT scan. This is the pancreas. This is the pancreatic duct. These are the calcifications. Dilated duct, presence of calcification. We are looking at chronic pancreatitis. IOC, MRCP. Best investigation, endoscopic ultrasound, which was done in this case. Now, this is not autoimmune pancreatitis. Autoimmune pancreatitis will lead to a sausage-shaped pancreas. Pancreas will be swollen just like a sausage. This is chronic calcific pancreatitis that you see in this image. So I hope you enjoyed this discussion of grand test. Do inbox me if you have any more queries regarding the questions discussed. I wish you all the best.